centuries, temples have stood as pillars of knowledge, spreading wisdom, values, and harmony, while some so-called modern institutions have turned into breeding grounds of division, distorting history, poisoning young minds, and vilifying Sanatan Dharma in the name of education. Today, we expose a harsh reality: how ancient centers of knowledge, our temples, which once served as the foundation of learning and culture, are being deliberately sidelined, while certain universities are becoming hubs of anti-Sanatan propaganda. Let's start with history. India's temples were not just places of worship but thriving universities. Nalanda, Takshashila, and Kanchi housed thousands of scholars imparting Vedic knowledge, mathematics, astronomy, and philosophy to the world. The ancient Gurukuls nurtured students in science, ethics, and governance without discrimination. The foundation of the Bharati civilization was built on this inclusive knowledge system, ensuring spiritual and intellectual upliftment for all. But what do we see today? Prestigious universities, once considered temples of learning, are being hijacked by ideological forces that openly target Sanatan Dharma. Whether it is fabricated narratives in textbooks, selective outrage against Hindu traditions, or deliberate attempts to demean temple rituals, there is an undeniable agenda to distort history and create animosity against our heritage. Research shows that in the last decade, multiple instances have surfaced where university spaces have been misused for political activism rather than academic growth. Protests erupt over trivial matters, yet there is a deafening silence when Hindu students face discrimination. Controversial seminars openly demean Sanatan values, labeling them regressive while glorifying ideologies that have historically oppressed free thought. The irony is glaring. Temples which never discriminated against anyone are demonized, while institutions that were meant to foster knowledge have become arenas of intellectual intolerance. The same universities that preach inclusivity are now breeding hostility against one faith. Why do we see organized opposition to temple renovations? Why are centuries old traditions questioned but regressive practices in another religions ignored? The consequences of this distortion are dangerous. A generation is being conditioned to feel ashamed of its own roots. This isn't just about education, it's about an ideological battle where one side is being vilified while others enjoy immunity under the guise of secularism. If this continues, the intellectual fabric of the nation will be torn apart, replacing logical discourse with hatred and misinformation. Jai Hind.